Been seen online that some people are interested in the throwing, the chin-ah techniques of praying mantis. So I want to highlight some of those today. From Lohan Chui, which we've just been studying, we have this technique. And this technique is also found throughout Jiao 1. Many of the forms contain what's called the filing palm or the filing strike. In Lohan Chui, it plays off of the throwing palm or the overturned palm. And then I capture the hand, I rotate it over, and then file. And this is why it's called the filing. You have a grab of the wrist, and notice I'm grabbing with my index finger, my middle finger, and my thumb at the very smallest part of his wrist. I then rotate over, I take my palm heel, I put it against his knuckles, and I drive forward towards him, which opens him up to a kick or a knee break. You've got to consider that one of the problems with chin-ah is the fact that if I'm committing two hands to something, he's still got all but one weapon that's free. So there has to be a point to the chin-ah technique. To just hold him like this really doesn't make a lot of sense. It's got to lead to something else that you're going to do for a strike or throw. Another technique that we use in Mantis, in Jiao 1, is this configuration where I take his hand, I take his elbow, and I wrench them this way. That's this technique that you see in Jiao 1. So it's showing this lock, and again I grab that same point. We always grab that same point in chin-ah, and then I can wrench it this way. Okay? If I grab his shoulder, I can quickly wrench and kick to throw. From Ba Zhou, we use a technique known as the pressing elbow, where I capture his arm, I turn it over, and then I use the ulnar surface of my arm to come against right above his elbow. Right above the knob of his elbow, I will take that there, I step back, and then I press. And when I press, I rotate my arm. I press like this to bring him down. Okay? Knees, whatever at that point. Another technique that we use in Mantis is a grab and a lock. Now you'll notice, again, I'm grabbing the exact same place on the wrist. I'm taking my hand up and I'm reaching in and I'm pinching into his brachial artery and nerve here. And then I'm hyperextending. I'm pushing up with this, pushing down with this. Sometimes people just see this as a pull, but it should be this hyperextending. And see how that brings him up on his foot? So if I bring him up on that front foot and then I kick that leg at the same time, you cause twice the damage.